The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love now. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw now. Here's Love. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Love. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
They go play action with McDonald. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
He's brought
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
It's Love now back near his goal line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Cairo Santos.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Packers' 16-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. This a quick pass to Davis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. second down, it's Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
4 down, 4 down. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shot, 17.
Throwing again. Love. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
44-yard line.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Love. They go play action now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second down, Love. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike 8. Mike 8. We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike 8. Mike 8. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike 8. Mike 8. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Play action this time with Love. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Jackson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. It's McDonald. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check, 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 check. Back to 60, back to 60.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And that's caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Titans first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. This one caught by Davis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Complete to A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Titans 35. Packers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the 8.
And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
My game. Drill green. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense. Mike 8. I'm going to run you over.
Love from the gun. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game?
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Titans 49, Packers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Jones
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On play action, love to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to get a score back. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you.
At their own 18-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
off the play fake. McDonald winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Jones, the ball.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing. Love. Going left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. Now Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Number 33.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. And this one complete to Gafford. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play fake. Here's Love. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third and long for Love. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, we got three.
Now Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald. Smith catches left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, McDonald. He's going deep for Brown. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Love. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They're going to try and throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mike 8. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
He's going to air one out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Check.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Reception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action with McDonald. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First down, Titans.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. McDonald eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, he's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll roll it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got his target, Samuel. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Love now. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check pass. Just back. Mike 8. Watch the out.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And got his man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. A dump underneath to Jones. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To the air again, Love. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
There we go. 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. There we go. 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go.
To throw again. Love. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Go. Go.
Love, they go play action now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
You better be afraid of me. Shoot. Shoot. 38. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch QB draw.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go, T. Here I come. Bang.
Here's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the gun, it's McDonald. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. This is Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Final score, Titans.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry